Want to fall back in love with your recruiting business? Do you feel a little bit stuck and bored, frustrated by possibly poor performing clients, maybe poor performing recruiters, and maybe you too? Maybe you're not as challenged as you were and you've stopped taking risks for a bunch of reasons: fear, doubt, worry. What if I lose what I've built up? But let me ask you, if you want more and exciting growth, but your inner voice is holding you back with statements like, hey, marketing is hard, people never return my calls, I'm too busy to fill in the blank, whatever you're too busy to do, or you're overwhelmed, no one pays retainers in my niche, that's just not realistic. About almost anything you could say about that's just not realistic. I can't wait till I save enough money so I can leave my recruiting business. That's exactly how I felt just actually a few years into the profession, when I was struggling to clear $100,000 a year in billed revenue, not earnings, billings. Everything changed when I changed my thinking and my approach to my recruiting business, that I went from distracted, bored, and undisciplined to focused. I went from procrastination to action taker. I went from overwhelmed to clarity, and I went from roller coaster revenue to predictable income. And it's also when I started to make strides in my business, going from $150,000 in revenue as a company, on my desk, to $2,143,000 in a single year on my desk. And some recruiters recruiting for me, full disclosure, $2,143,000 on my desk from a guy who was billing $150,000 a year. That change took less than 2.5 years to make that leap. What was the big distinction? I changed my thought process to the business, which allowed me to more easily implement more advanced techniques. I'm sure a lot of you have learned a lot of techniques that you think are pretty good. There's a lot of phenomenal trainers out there. Have you implemented everything? If the answer is no, and you're like me, there's reasons that have nothing to do with the clarity of the training you got. In my 13 years of coaching, recruiting firm owners, clients have gone not only from retainers where they'd never sold a retainer for the previous 20 to 30 years to being 100% retained in less than 24 months. Why? Yeah, technique, but they changed the way they thought about retainers, going from nobody pays retainers into my niche to literally 24 months later, everyone paying retainers on that individual recruiter's desks. We've run a number of training programs this past year, and we hear more and more, especially in the Zoom era, I'm all trained out. I don't need more training. And then when we follow up with a question, okay, are you billing at a level you want? Are you out of overwhelm? Are you out of procrastination? No. Why do we hear no far more than we hear yes? People have the techniques, they have the ideas. What usually happens in this situation is the deadly triplets of fear, doubt, and worry show up and hold you hostage to your mediocrity, playing small in your recruiting business, and not pushing the envelopes, because we focus on the one thing in this business we can't control, the making of a placement. There's so many other things that you do control that you can make the revenues predictable. This is where fear creeps in when you have these new ideas. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't have any openings? What if I'm bothering them? What if I hire a recruiter and they fail? That'll be expensive. This is expensive. LinkedIn's expensive. What I've invested in myself, tens of thousands of dollars and years of my life to discover these limiting beliefs. All those statements bother. What if they have any openings? Sure, a company might not have any openings today, but most of the people I did business with, and I'm sure if you're honest with yourselves, most of the people you did business with, the first conversation with them was no openings. You have to discover people with no openings. Those thoughts that come up is what holds you back from moving forward. So here's a dirty little secret. That limiting belief is always a lie. Of course, you can have evidence to support it. And if I sat down with you one-on-one, I'd have a bunch of evidence to support actually the opposite, that marketing can be easy, that developing new recruiters in your firm can be easy if you do it the right way, with the right way to think about it. So the difference between an average recruiter and the elite recruiter's mind, they have all these fear, doubts, and worries too, and they're uncomfortable doing things, but they work through their discomfort using a different thought process and are bluntly comfortable being uncomfortable. Another one, recruiters will work hard and produce hard at high levels. That can be a new empowering belief. When you do things the right way, I've seen people, including myself, that were horrible. I used to call myself a horrible manager. No, I didn't have the right system and the right thought process about recruiting. You don't just hire recruiters, train them, and hope they're going to be successful. You have to think about how you're going to work with them. Write this down. The problem is never the problem. The problem is how you think about the problem. If you've gotten so far here with me, how can we help? I am running a free, completely free 5-day challenge from Monday through Friday. That's February 15th through 19th, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1:30 or so Eastern time. Again, completely free, no charge. And I'll give you the contact information. You can enroll by clicking here or below. But I developed that 5-day challenge to help you discover and to develop an elite recruiter mind in 5 days, investing 90 minutes a day for 5 days. You will change if you do the work day by day. This will give you about 15 minutes of homework, not a lot. Every day for 5 days, you continue the progression, you will begin to change the way you think. You will see how those in the top 10% of our profession think. You're going to have clarity on exactly what you need to work on in your business to become elite, to join the top 10% of the field. The Elite Recruiter Mind process that obliterates forever the belief that marketing selling is hard. The exact mental areas and thought processes that you are dragging like an anchor in your business every day and not even knowing you're dragging them. You just think it's your reality, and how to fix them forever. How to take action in spite of fear, self-doubt, worry. Here's another secret. You don't wait till you eliminate fear. You work with fear and you put it in the back. People that have courage, people that move forward, people that do things they haven't done before or push to a new level, all have fear. The difference between a mediocre recruiter and an elite recruiter is the elite recruiter acts in spite of the fear. I'm going to give you the Elite Recruiter Mind tools to create predictable and consistent income, how to become your own personal mindset coach, knowing when you're triggered and knowing some very simple strategic brain science ways to help yourself through it. And the Elite Recruiter Mind process to tackle distraction and procrastination. We're going to be covering that during the 5-day challenge also. You'll also be learning the most advanced mindset technologies available today, so you can have unwavering confidence and extreme clarity to stay in consistent momentum. I want you to imagine what you'll accomplish when procrastination, self-sabotage, stress, and doubt become a thing of your former self. Best part, again, it's completely free. So if you want to fall back in love with your recruiting business and learn the science behind of working through fear, and if you want to stop worrying about placements, employee productivity, self-discipline, you can click below or click on this very ad, or go to get.therecruiteru, you as in university.com/elite. That's get.therecruiteru.com/elite. Remember, you're in control. You can skip right to the bottom, click right here, go to get.therecruiteru.com/elite to attend 5 days. Again, no dinero, no charge. You might be thinking, well, why is he doing this for free? A lot of you have never heard me before, have never attended one of my trainings. Generally, once I get somebody, who's watched some of our free material, a fraction of those become clients somewhere down the road. So I'm doing this to really show the mindset piece in recruiting. There's a lot of great trainers out there. No one in the industry, to my knowledge, is combining changing the way you're thinking about the recruiting business combined with the techniques to get retainers, scale a team, etc. We will see you at I look forward to seeing you at the challenge. Again, get.therecruiteru.com/elite. Thanks.